All right, so I've been seeing this story about a gentleman named Tom Homan. He is the border czar, whatever that is. I'm not going to get into it. I don't really care. What I do care about is what he's being accused of, and that's taking a $50,000 bribe from undercover FBI agents in order to buy them some favor when Trump got into office.
MSNBC is reporting tonight Trump's Department of Justice shut down an investigation into Tom Homan, according to multiple people familiar with the probe and internal documents reviewed by MSNBC. In an undercover operation last year, the FBI recorded Homan, now the White House border czar, accepting $50,000 in cash after indicating he would help agents who were posing as business executives win government contracts in a second Trump term. It's unclear what reasons FBI and DOJ officials gave for shutting down the probe, but a Trump DOJ appointee called the case a deep state probe earlier this year, and no further investigative steps were taken, sources say. Joining us now is...
Okay, now that we know what's going on, there were some undercover agents. He said he was going to help them get some contracts. We're going to get into some of the details. Hopefully they come in this Fox News article. But what's important here is two very specific things. Did he come on as a consultant and he was like, hey, I have some experience in this. I'm going to help you guys get these contracts? Or did he have a very, very good indication that he was going to have Trump's ear and be able to get into the White House and start doing favors for somebody if he got some upfront money? Those are very important questions to ask. But let's go over to Fox News, because what they're saying is the White House is reporting this as fake news, as they do with everything. Anytime these people in the Trump administration or that are aligned with Trump or even just on the right, they don't even have to be in MAGA. Anytime they get caught doing something, what do they always say? Fake news, it's left-wing propaganda. Everything is a lie. These people are the biggest snowflakes. White House claimed that Donald Trump's border czar, Tom Homan, never accepted money in cash from undercover FBI agents amid reports that the Justice Department recently closed an investigation into Homan for potential bribery. The White House remarks came after MSNBC reported Saturday that Homan allegedly took $50,000 in cash in September 2024 from undercover FBI agents he believed were business executives after suggesting he could help them secure government contracts with a second Trump administration. Like I said, it's important to distinguish the fact that, or distinguish between, hey, was this business consulting from somebody that has experience winning these contracts, or was this bribery based on the fact that he knew that he was going to have a line into the Trump administration? Was there some sort of promise of a job that was coming down the line? And he said, hey, once I get in here, I got you guys. Like, you scratching my back, I'm going to scratch your back. I got $50,000 of car debt. I can help you out. If that was the case, 100% he has to be tried. But if it's only he came on as a to do some sort of consultation, he's like, hey, I've done this before, I can help you, that's an entirely different situation. Federal law enforcement, NBC reported that the investigation into Homan closed in recent weeks after FBI Director Kash Patel asked for an update on the probe. MSNBC reported that video footage depicts Homan accepting the cash. However, the White House now says that Homan never accepted the money in the first place and said that Trump did not ask the Justice Department to shutter the probe. If that footage exists, I don't understand why we have to keep going through this rigmarole. We can see something happen directly in our face, and these people will tell us that what we see is not the actual reality. Either he did take $50,000 or he didn't. And then he needs to explain why he took that money. We can't have these people that are being corrupt and then blatantly corrupt in the face of Americans, and these people that are just allowed to exist in society with no repercussions. If we're putting people in prison and shipping them out of the country because they tried to flee from their country, whatever economic state it was in, to come here for a better life, if we can jail those people, we can jail fucking Tom Homan. It says, Mr. Homan never took the $50,000 that you're referring to, so you should get your facts straight, number one. Of course, that's Carolyn Levitt. Number two, this was another example of the weaponization of the the Biden Department of Justice against one of Trump's strongest and most vocal supporters in the midst of a presidential campaign. You had FBI agents going undercover to try and entrap one of the president's top allies and supporters, someone who they knew very well would be taking a government positions within months. Months later, Mr. Homan did absolutely nothing wrong. See, this is the issue. We always talk about like, oh, the left doesn't take accountability, the right doesn't take accountability. We just need to take accountability across the spectrum. It doesn't matter if you're a conservative, doesn't matter if you're a liberal. It says very clearly he never took the $50,000, and then it says he was entrapped. So was he entrapped and he took the money and you guys just don't want to admit to it? Or was he never, did he never have the bag of money? These things are confusing. You've got to clear that up. You've got to tell the people of America if our government can be bought. Obviously they can. Obviously they can. When Trump will accept a $400 million plane from a foreign government, when he will accept $1 million for you to get a Trump gold card to be pushed to the front of the line and possibly get a faster immigration status and citizenship into the U.S., we've got to be looking at these things, and we as the American people, no matter what side you're on, have to say our country is not for sale. We're a capitalist society. There are things that are for sale in our country, but the dignity of our leaders, being an American citizen, like these things are not for sale. You don't just get to wave a magic wand, swipe your credit card, and things go your way. There's an entire rabbit hole of like money and politics, and we're not going to get into it here, but like at some point the buck has to stop. Somebody that says that they were going to drain the swamp is helping fill the swamp with more bullshit and crocodiles and alligators and all sorts of stuff that you said that you were going to take away. You're being the perpetrator of why it's continuing and growing. Man. All right, let's get back into this article. The White House did not provide additional comment to Fox News Digital. Previously, Trump administration officials have refrained from saying Homan never accepted the cash and instead said there was no evidence of illegal activity. This matter originated under the previous administration and was subjected to a full review by FBI agents and Justice Department prosecutors. They found no credible evidence of any criminal wrongdoing. The Justice Department's resources must remain focused on real threats to the American people, not baseless investigations. As a result, the investigation has been closed. That's Kash Patel and Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche in statements to Fox News Digital. I don't care what they say. I'm being completely honest. I don't care what they say. If there's videos of him accepting money, he has to be interviewed. People that the FBI agents that were undercover, they have to be interviewed. They have to be given testimony, and there has to be some sort of recording about money being exchanged in the first place, why the money was exchanged, and the outcome that money was supposed to buy. Unfortunately, I can't just take your word for it. I can't take your word for the fact that either he did it, and I can't take your word for the fact that it just needs to be closed. Somebody has to be giving us answers. As the public, we demand them. Just like we demand the Epstein files, just like we demand to know what happened in this Charlie Kirk situation. We demand to know what is going on in our government. And it's so unfortunate that we've gotten to a place in society where we can't even trust the people that we elect and the people that they put in power. It's not just Trump. It's the entire system. This entire system where it's a pay to play, it's a protection for the rich and the powerful, it's protection for our allies as long as they are in cahoots with us. As long as they go along and do whatever we want, say whatever we want them to say, that we will protect them.